right, guys, it's Freedom Friday. Good to see you here. Missed you last week. Hope everybody's doing well. All right, guys, let's start it off. What's cooking this week? Give me some wins. Spring market's heating up.
Getting a lot of money over here in New York, but that's regular. It's always a win. We woke up. I think that's a blessing. I think I might have one of my agents excited about attraction. So I'm going to get behind her heavy on that. Um, we just got the floors done. We're actually one of our agents. The blessing is that one of our agents is pregnant. And so it's kind of cool because it kind of like it hasn't happened on our team yet ever. And so it's fun to like navigate through the support while she's going through that. And so we have her, for example, very heavy on on calling and database outreach and management. And she's still showing. She just put an offer in yesterday for something actually in Queens,
Awesome.
whatever. Um, but it's fun because I know I'm like trying to plan. I'm like, well, I wonder when she's gonna come back because I don't know. I've never dealt with this before. You know what I mean? And try to plan 2027 accordingly. As it relates to support. But there's so much learning and so much opportunity, digitally, and so she's maintaining the growth, just kind of like a different way. Still showing clients here and there, but definitely doing a lot of it remotely. So it's pretty amazing. We're
Love it.
hosting a baby shower in the office
There you go.
next week. So it's a lot of people coming in. I think the guest list is at like 60 people already. So it's gonna be kind of crazy.
It's another
That's a blessing.
another event to add to the list of
I
diverse
know.
events that you throw, right?
Yeah, we're actually doing a home buyer seminar also the week after that. And so I got my team excited about doing it. Caroline's hosting it at the end of this month, and Isaiah's doing it next month. And so we're getting there. So that's what it is.
You're staying activity, which is the first part of everything. It's just getting active and taking action.
Yeah.
Who's up? Who's got something good to share? Morning, Gil.
Good morning. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Yes, you can. I just want to hear some blessings specifically. If you've done some major traction, we had our largest week ever, and that's a lot to do with just like I think there's a lot of momentum in the marketplace. You're doing a little bit of business. You feel a little more confident. Fast Cap is blowing up. Like literally, I interviewed two people that went to Fast Cap, and I had to record it because I was like, that's not true. That can't be possibly true. So the first girl that went through Fast Cap, she's been with the business for about 2 months already. She's on her third deal already. She got 20 leads in the system. Now, none of the, to be very honest with you, the 20 leads were not the ones she converted yet. She's still nurturing those leads. But I was like, you got 20 leads? 20 in a 6 week period. What happened was she told me, Cece, and she said that she was able to, because she was on in the game, right, from being doing fast cap, it like put her in the mentality of talking to people and they give her assignments and stuff like that. She started reaching out to people, asking people questions, and she first got her first buyer. And then she got a seller who actually also is a buyer as well. So that's the third transaction. I was like, that's crazy. And then I talked to another kid, which Joe, and same story. I'm actually just because it's almost unbelievable to me because I pay for those damn same leads. Uh, Here's CC.
Fast Gap CC for how long?
For the April.
Okay, so did you already complete it? Where are you at in Fast Gap?
Today's the last day.
Okay, so you just completed Fast Gap. Did you get any leads in that Fast Gap program?
Yes, I get leads daily.
Daily. And these like buyer leads, seller leads, what do you get?
Seller leads.
How many leads would you think you've gotten so far?
I would say about 20.
20 leads? Seller leads?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you think you got any
Let me
prospects from that?
So?
Good stuff. Are you
All right, so that was the first one, and then I run it in case I got.
FastCap program, which is a 6 week training course, and at the end of it, you started getting leads. I'm just curious, have you gotten any leads from that yet?
Yeah, I've already gotten 20 leads.
20 leads.
Very fast.
And these are buyer leads or seller leads?
Seller leads.
Seller leads. Okay, cool. So you got 20 seller leads. When did you graduate from the program?
Oh, today was the last day, so.
And by the way,
Absolutely.
Cece said I actually got more than that. I just didn't know the answer, so I didn't want to be wrong, so I went less. She got like 27 leads in the program. I was like, this is crazy. So I asked him. I said, off camera, I said, just okay, would you recommend this to another agent? Vincent, she said, I already have. They're right there. She already had a recruit in the room, right? Like you come in and you start inviting people to a program that's working, proven, repeatable system,
It
sustainable,
doesn't
right?
exist. Doesn't
Right?
like I'm trying to think of a training program that gives you leads during training.
Which, by the way, no referral fee. There's no like I honestly, I'll be honest with you. Come on, and you guys have to be honest with me too. Like Desmond, if you were running this program, you'd have a back end referral fee. I would have a back end. I got to monetize somehow, right?
Correct. You have to.
Like, yeah, Leo's running these leads at cost to himself. He put the money in the program and said, hey, I'm going to do this at least for 12 months. I don't know if he's going to continue to do it afterwards, but for this first 12 months, where I think he's trying to get his stats, no referral leads to all those agents. And by the
I
way,
actually had a agent sign a listing yesterday. Didn't come from FastCap, but it came from the activity of FastCap. Like it wasn't like one of the seller leads, but good to hear, right?
yeah, I've actually have made a point. I hired 2 agents onto my team. They were relatively newer agents, and I got them into the April 1st program because I'm like, why not? And by the way, Leo says it all the time. It's like, dude, put them on your team. I will literally teach them how to do business. I will literally get them leads, and you can charge a referral fee. Like I'm like, say what? Almost too good to be true. Like it's just like I'm stunned by the program. I don't know when the next one. Maybe somebody can look it up while we're here. When the next
It's the
Fast Gap
29th.
program?
And
Huh?
they already opened it up.
Can you tell me what the
April
date is so I
29th.
can start? Was it?
It's April 29th and they already opened it up. Like registration is open. It's going to fill
Can
up.
you pull it up on the screen, perhaps?
Somebody
Like
has it,
this
right?
is, while he's pulling it up, I gotta tell you, this is the stuff that makes agent attraction super easy. I'm gonna put up the slide in a little bit, but we had 76 new recruits come in, and like Vincent, like you crushed it, by the way. So there is great opportunities for you guys, and we just talk about fast cap. Like we forget about like, oh, we're a global company. Oh, by the way, we're a leader in industry and technology. Oh, our payment system is second to none. Like all these other things. Like last week we talked about the questions you should ask somebody. Say, hey, by the way, at what point does you do if you're I hear you're interviewing other companies, I got some questions for you that you can use. I'll give them to you. Ask them this question: at what point will they give you ownership in the company? At what point will the company share their revenue with you? At what point does the company offer a strategic program with proven results, and do they provide free leads? Like you can softball questions to an agent, and they're like, "Well, no, my company doesn't do that." Right? All right.
It's a good thing to do when you're when they're saying, "Hey, I'm interviewing a couple of brokerages right now." Right? Well, one of the things that I put together is a list of questions that you could ask so you don't miss any. And you have these set up, give them that form, and a lot of times they'll ask you those. Oh, I didn't ask this one to you.
I think anybody could follow a script using the fast cap results. And if you need to help, you can just use it, ChatGPT, and then put it on teleprompter and just say the words and say, hey, if your first quarter isn't where you want, I've got a system for you. I'll pay for the system. I'll provide the leads. If you don't get at least a listing or a contract in the first 6 weeks, I'll refund your money, which if they don't pay anything, I don't know. Just come up with a video, right? But like this shit sells itself. It's like selling a product that everybody wants and it's a low price. Like it's a great price listing. That's what eXp is, right? You got a 4 bedroom, 2 bath in Manhattan for like $600,000. So like, let's go. You're fighting off buyers, right? Like, but the thing is, like everything, it only works if people know about it, right? It only works if you market the product. Being a secret broker right now is the absolute thing you don't want to do if you want to build a giant revenue share company. Well, I'm stoked. I'm going to try to get at least 5 people into that next Fast Gap class. I didn't know that they opened it. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, I think I already have, the agents that missed the April 1st one, I already have them registered for the next one. I know it's going to fill up quick.
Juan, you look like you're just waiting to say something, man. Just got, and look at that. And by the way, as I said it,
You
he
saw
put
it.
his hand up. Go ahead, Juan.
Jump in.
Good morning, guys. It's a blessing to be here, man. I love this call. You guys teaching, you guys helping us, grow, build our thing that our dreams that we have. And, I need your help. As you know, last year I hit Icon and I'm a certified mentor here in New York. I got 27 people in my organization, which is nice. But this is the first time someone from international approached me, and I share with you, Vincent, this week. I'm gonna meet today at 1 o'clock. So I would like you guys to give me some ideas, some tips. This lady, she's from Panama. She has a large team in Panama, in the country of Panama, and she's moving here. She got the license already here in New York. She wants to work in both countries, and she has some questions. I think Carlos is going to help out. He said he will be available at 1 o'clock today. So
That's
this is going to be huge for me. This is what I've been dreaming about, building a huge team, and we blessed to be in 29 countries. I have a
yeah.
small team in Ecuador. Is growing there. So tell me, guys, what shall I tell this lady? How can I
You're
make this
doing
thing happen?
exactly the right thing, Juan. You're exactly the right thing. Just introducing them to one of your partners, somebody that could relate. And Carlos has experience expanding internationally, speaks the language. He's one of the perfect people to introduce her to, and that's exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, hopefully it's gonna go well. Maria Alcivar is gonna be with me. She's amazing too. She has that charisma. How to um, engage with the ladies with another lady. I think it's nice. So she's gonna be there. Hopefully, we can sign her up today. She's ready to go. I mean, this is the second time I'm gonna meet with her. We were already in the office a couple of weeks ago. So she went back to Panama. She went to talk to her team, and now she came back. She said, "Juan, I want to meet with you. I want to join your company. So let's see what happens." I'm so super excited for that. So let's
Beautiful.
see what happens.
Good stuff. Yeah, I will tell you one of the cool things about doing a three-way call, it's just watching the simplicity. Like sometimes the three-way call gets all the credit for like the agent attraction, but what happens is you're going to take that person and you're going to introduce them to Carlos, right? And you're going to say,
Yeah.
"Hey, Carlos is a world-class leader. He's got systems, and he's a number one, or like he's a top Zillow team, and he's got incredible like results, and he's in the top 10 in the company, and like multiple lists." And it's like, and I wanted to introduce him to you to maybe answer some of your questions, blah, blah, blah. And then Carlos will probably say something like, "So tell me a little bit about yourself." And then he'll get to the golden question, right? He'll go from "tell me a little bit about yourself" to "so what are you hoping to accomplish? If you could reach your real estate dreams this year, what would they be?" And he'll ask a couple more human questions before he tells them anything about eXp. And what will happen is through that conversation, he'll find out what are the things that I do need to introduce. Like, I don't need to introduce everything to your recruit. I just need to introduce what's important to your recruit. And we do that through the discovery period where we're able to talk to them. And then just being able to have a third party, someone that's giving your person attention, someone of authority is saying, "Hey, listen, I'm interested in what's interesting to you." And then it'll go to, hey, is there any other questions I can do that can help you make a great decision today? Right? And he'll probably say something, kind of like some quote or something like that because I've heard him do it before. Uh, about he'll say is like, you look like a person who's very decisive. I'm excited for you to make a great decision today, or something of that nature. And it's like, are you sure there's anything else? Here's my cell phone number just in case something. And it's like, and then he'll probably invite them to something on there and stuff like that. And he goes, well, why don't you guys talk, and if you need me for anything else, and that's all that happens, just a human interaction. I've got a call today at 2 p.m. with a guy who has been watching eXp since 2019. And he says, admittedly, he was just doing this the whole time, just like, man, I should join, man, I should join. No, 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 they're too, and didn't join us. And then kind of watched us grow, watched us grow. And he's coming in at 2 p.m. today on my Zoom to finish up his last good questions before he onboards. But like, there's so many people that right now that are watching us that's just waiting for a phone call, a text message, just a connection. They're just still doing this. They just need just a little bit of a pull. They just know that, hey, if I were to make this move, I'm not going to be alone. If I was going to make this move, I can be part of all that community I see on your Facebook and Instagram. Like, I just want to feel like I'm part of the club. I want to feel like I matter. And that's all they're looking for. And some of you guys sometimes will sit there and not make a phone call or not make a text message or not connect to somebody. And that guy's praying for you to call. And you're praying for a big agent attraction line. He's praying for you to call. You're praying for a big agent attraction line. Just make the calls. Just send the text message. Your future, your legacy is depending on you today at 9:45 to take some action. If you haven't taken action in a couple of weeks, this is a week you take some action. It's April. The first quarter is already over. They've already had a chance to evaluate what they were like, what they were committed to and what they weren't committed to. They were already able to say, hey, listen, my system didn't work. I don't got to wait till the end of the year. Just introduce them to something. Introduce them to somebody. I promise you, your future self will be super grateful that on this day, you had the courage to make some phone calls. You did some text messages. And right now I can tell you, people are saying yes. Rebecca, go ahead.
Gil, for any reason, Carlos will not be available. Would you be available to jump on the call at 1
At
o'clock?
what time? At
1
1
o'clock.
o'clock?
Yeah.
I can, if Carlos can't do it, I can make myself available. I do have a mastermind that I do. I can cut short. I do that mastermind with Bobby every Friday. It's called the Get Swole Mastermind. To be very frank with you, the Get Swole Mastermind, he comes over to my house. We work out and we work on our agent attraction and some production stuff. So I can cut that out if I have to. I might be sweaty on the call, but I would do it.
That'll be nice, man. Thank you.
Go ahead, Rebecca.
That sounds awesome. Get swole. I love it. Love it. Well,
It's literally on my calendar. It's called that, the Get Swole Mastermind. It was part of our 2026 objectives.
That is the best. I love it. You got to make use of everything that you do, right? Well,
I almost feel like I have to show it to you now because, like,
please, please show it. Get Swole Mastermind. It's real.
You
It's
guys
real.
gotta take pictures. You guys gotta take pictures and then update social, at least today.
I love it.
Okay.
Well, I wanted to.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's good. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, we do it every week because, proximity matters, right? And what we believe is, like, when you have a mastermind, when you have a meeting, like, typically there's three things that happen in the meeting, right? So you come in there and you want to get things done, but that's not how real life happens, right? The first part usually connect about how was this week? Oh man, this happened, right? And then we have like an activity, right? Which used to be, let's go eat something. Now it's like, let's go work out. And then we get to work, right? So we get all the bullshit out of the way, we get laser focused, and we get something done, and we don't leave until we make some calls or we get some action done. We move the needle. Go ahead, Rebecca.
Love it. Well, I just wanted to share a quick story that kind of goes with what you're saying about call somebody, they're waiting for you to call them. Last week when we were in Tampa, when I already spoke about the team that we brought over from Tampa, they had someone that was a close friend that had gone to a different brokerage, and a part of them wanted to be aligned together. And I think at one moment they might have been, but the timing was not right. And when he learned that they were making the move to come back to eXp, he he showed some interest to also come back. And but like, I think there was a little bit of mixed feelings. So we invited him, come with us. Come, we're gonna be here doing videos and stuff, and we want to see you, talk to you. And the conversation went really well in the morning. And he had a series of appointments for the rest of the day that was taking him far out of the location that we were at. But he was so intrigued that he worked his day, his listing appointments, all the things he had to do, and he came back in the evening. We were still there. Now we're having dinner and wrapping up, but he came back. So again, the conversations have continued, and it looks like he's going to come as well. So I say it
I think I know
because
who you're talking about.
he was, you might, I'm sure we've already made introductions, but he was someone that, that just the alignment didn't happen in the beginning, and it was all off, and they were all kind of working against each other. And now it's like they're coming back, they're aligned, they're super excited. And although he hasn't for sure said he's coming, but everything is indicating that he will. So pray that it does.
Is he with Real
But
right now? Just give me a hint. Is he with
yeah.
Real?
Yes,
Oh, I
yes,
just hung
he's
out
with
with
real.
him.
Okay,
I
yeah.
just hung out. I just hung out with him 2 nights ago. So yeah, I helped package the deal for you. They're the same two
Love
guys.
it. Everybody's had their handiwork. We've like,
Yeah,
I think he's
I
just
put my
bonding
love in
with
there.
everyone at this
Yes.
point.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be super exciting. And I love it because he was kind of just sitting there waiting for somebody to ask him to come back. And one of the things he did say is that he missed having community. And so he sees that we're all, bonded together. We've been together. When you think about Global Alliance, many of us have been together for 7 years now. And you may be new to the group, but the group itself has been, together that long. And our bond is seen. People see it. They want to be part of it, and they're waiting to be invited. And that's all I wanted to share.
Rebecca, can you look at your phone and see if that's the person you're talking about?
Yes, sir. That's him.
Yeah. I'm trying to help out on that one.
Thank you. Thank you. See, we all help each other.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful thing, and
I didn't even
to
know.
be able to call on each other, Juan having that call and reaching out to me. I put him with Carlos, and Carlos, like, I'm in, right? So you guys just need to just make sure you reach out to us. We're happy to jump on anytime we're available.
Anybody have a question? Like, anybody have somebody that they're trying to recruit, just wants a strategy, just want to talk it out loud? I can tell you, like, that helps, right? Sometimes you have somebody in your mind and you're on these calls and you're like, yeah, that sounds great, but you don't understand my situation, right? Like, this person I'm thinking about, like, they'd never come. Bro, let me just tell you something. Everybody comes. Like, the two guys that I just sent her a picture of because I wanted to confirm that they were, those are guys who would say they'll never come. And you know what I think? Almost everybody falls in the I'll never come bucket at first, right? I was a I'll never come. I guarantee you, Veronica was a I'll
I
never
was
come.
there. Yep.
Vincent Q was a I'll never come bucket, right? And then, like, I talk about this in my program for sellers, right? So, like, you've got to get really good at getting not readies and getting your not ready people. Like, you have 3 buckets. You have the I'll never come, you got the I'm not ready bucket, and then I'm ready to sign up bucket, right? And you got to have these buckets filled at all times because these water buckets fall into each other and they fill your downline. And 26 people become 150 people, like that, because you don't know that person who has high influence that says, you know what? This is an amazing experience. I'm going to tell all my friends. And boy, does that get exciting when you do that, right? And you just sit down with them. So let's do a Get Swole mastermind. We'll work out together, and then we're going to sit down and we're going to write down all the people that you want to work on. We're going to send them all text messages, or we're going to invite them to an event, right? Like let's partner together. Let's get this energy moving, right? Let's install all the flux capacitors on this shit. Like this is the time to take some action. So who's got a question? Who's got somebody you think that's like unrecruitable that you'd love to try?
Hey, I'd like to add also that I feel like there's a wave I mean, we already know there's like 9.2 people coming back to eXp, but I'm seeing that wave of people coming back. And we've
Explain
seen
that
the welcome back.
9.2 because not everybody knows what 9.2 means. Explain that again.
So they have averaged the amount of people that were with EXP left and are returning to EXP, and so they've averaged out
That's a
every
daily
day.
number, by the way. 9.2 per day.
Wait. It's 9.2 agents returning to EXP per day.
Yes.
Returning per day, boomerang agents.
9.2 agents that used to be with XP that are
Hmm.
coming back per day. Like your best list right now is people that used to be with EXP. Like, let's work on that. Have there been some people that have left in the last few years that we probably should follow up on and
Because they
re-invite them
went
back?
out, they tested it out, they thought something else might be better. And we see on social media that they're doing okay, and we believe they're okay. But when you check in on them, they start to tell you the real story. And
Sometimes,
it takes a year or two, sometimes, not always, but you should just
well,
check in on them.
I was about to say, sometimes all it takes is a realignment, right?
Yeah.
Like that realignment is that new energy sometimes is all you need.
Yeah. It's just that I was thinking about you.
You know what I
I was
see? I
thinking
think
about you.
it's making a huge difference in this global expansion. I see social media. It's put all these other countries like South Africa, Australia, Spain. All these countries, Mexico, are doing a lot of great things, and people are watching. And people are sometimes they say, "Oh, we're missing out." These amazing things that EXP is doing. So that's what I see. I get excited about when I see a lot of things going on in other countries. Man, I'm like, I'm in the right place. I love this company because I don't see other companies doing what we're doing. It's amazing.
Let me pull this up while we're talking
So
here.
very true.
Yeah.
I
So
started
nobody's got a
messing.
big dog they want to knock down. I'm feeling kind of antsy today, man. So if you've got somebody, let's talk about it. Who's
I'm
your
working
old
on
broker?
somebody.
Who's your old team leader? Who's an agent that you used to work with that was well respected in your marketplace? Who do you see on social media all the time? Like who's that agent that you think, man, I can't even mention that person. Nobody's got a BHAG? All right. Well, then who's the little guy you want to go after? Like you got to have a list, right? You got to have somebody that you're chasing, that you're inviting, that you're lifting up, right? If nothing else, the time after this call is to promote other humans, right? And wish them well and say, "Hey man, I see you." By the way, that's still the best text message I've ever seen. I just go through social media, I look at people who are posting stuff about houses, and I was like, "Hey man, I see you. You're doing a great job. Keep crushing it. I hope you had a great first quarter." Like it's nothing more than just me just saying I'm sending some love. And it might be the only person that did that. I promise you that broker is not paying attention to them. I promise you that. All right, sounds like everybody's got it. All right, I'm going to pull up the stats for the week in just a second. Rebecca, you want to talk about build? Or shall I?
Hey, okay, yeah. Build at sea. is happening July 9th through the 12th. And we're super excited. We have a lot of great speakers that we're lining up. We'll be revealing them pretty soon. For those folks that have already registered, they've got their unregistered graphics that are coming out. So we need to make a big splash about this, but this is the perfect event to leverage, to invite someone. It's a brand agnostic event, right? But bring someone that you've been thinking about that you'd like to attract to eXp, because this event is going to do the heavy lifting. Everyone who comes to the event, they can't help it. They want to join us. So if you're looking to grow and expand, make this your goal to invite that person to this event.
Yeah,
And
I can
I'll
tell you,
share
like,
the, okay, yeah, the link's already
build
there
a
in the
C
chat.
doesn't suck. You got an opportunity to just, hey man, what are you doing? This is how I recruit. I don't know how you guys do it. I don't tell them about the event. I was like, you going that you doing that event? Hey man, what are you doing in July? Dude, that guy Brent Gove, he wrote the book. What was the name of his book actually? What's the name of Brent Gove's book?
Momentum.
Momentum. That's how I pitch it. Hey man, what are you doing in July? The author of that book, Momentum, Brent Gove, that real estate like demigod, he's gonna be at Build at Sea, and it's like 297, which by the way, the price goes up this I think in 2 weeks. I don't know what day it goes up, but I heard that it's going up this month. Rebecca, what day does the price go up?
April 24th.
So
And it's
April
gonna
24th is the last day to get your ticket at the 297 price. After that, it goes to 497. So
right.
if you want to get a ticket, and by the way, if you're bringing your family, only you pay the 297. Everybody else does not pay the 297. So it's just about the one ticket. You can bring your family, you can bring your spouse, and you just pay for your cabin. But it's an incredible event.
You get to
And we've got
bond 3 whole days with the person
Yeah.
you're attracting, and you can't help but they're just going to take it in, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to help you grow.
Tony Robbins talks about the most powerful thing that a leader of industry can do. And it doesn't matter if the leader of industry is a basketball player or a real estate agent. It's called immersion training. That's where you jump in and you get inside of an environment that's priming you for success, right? He talks about a story at one of his events about him wanting to learn polo, which is, that, sport with the horses and the smashing that little ball around. And he's like, I want to find the best polo player in the world, right? And I want to learn from them. And I don't want to take a 1 hour class that I'm going to forget. How many of you guys are taking like a salsa class where you did some kind of class, or maybe you took a whole Spanish class for like a whole semester and remember nothing, right? So the concept of immersion training is like, okay, I'm just going to move to Japan and I'm going to learn it through immersion. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to 24 hours live in that world. So the Build at Sea gives you that. You're going to have an immersion training on how to be a top real estate agent, how to be an agent attractor, how to utilize AI at the highest level. You're going to be sitting down, not just to watch a class, no, but being involved, hanging out, doing workshops, networking with people that are actually going through some of the things that you're going through. And you'll be like, hey man, tell me more about that, right? And all of a sudden you're like really intimately growing, intimately learning how to do your business. And you make a new connection. Somebody who came in from the Hawaii, or somebody who comes in from Detroit. I mean, we have people from Chicago, Detroit, Hawaii, like Texas, we like all over the nation at that event. You get a broad idea of what's working in multiple markets. And guess what? You get a little sun, you get a little food in your belly, you have a great time. We dance, we go to shows. Like, it's a world-class event. I hope that you take advantage of it. If you've never been to Build at Sea, I'm going to be there. Rebecca will be there. Vincent will be there. Veronica will be there. Carlos will be there. Brent Gove will be there. And a lot of other leaders in our markets will be there. Like, I'm pretty sure Desmond's going to be there. Like, he's got his ticket up, right? So be around people that you want to emulate. Like, we're going to have, by the way, on this cruise alone, if we added up our our rev share and added them all together, well, let's just take Brent goes out because that brings us into millions. You'd be learning from people who are making hundreds and hundreds of thousands, actually collectively $1 million probably. So I'm telling you, like that's the room you want to be in. People always talking about it, like be in the right room, be on the right boat. Build that
It's a whole
C.com.
experience.
It's a
It's it,
whole experience. It's a whole
and
vibe.
that's what you want to do. You know, if you're gonna be bringing somebody out, it's one thing to take them to a conference, and it's another thing to give them an experience. You know, and that's what this cruise really is. As much as you get the knowledge, the tactics, and all that stuff, it really is the people that you're around and the like where we are when we're having these masterminds, right? At the beach and the spa and the different restaurant every night. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I
I
want to
want to give
share.
a shout out.
I
Go ahead.
was in the cruise. It was on 2022, right? Was it? With a
Yeah, the
group of
Global
agents that we
Alliance
went from New
cruise.
York.
Yeah,
And at that point, I made a decision to hit icon. We made a promise there that we're going to be the Latino icons, and we came back to work 6 months ahead, 1 year ahead, and we're doing it. And it was amazing experience for me. I think events build business, event build you. That's what I say. So yeah, 100%. You know, this year I cannot make it. I'm gonna be in Ecuador. I got chose to be a godfather of someone there. A couple is getting married, which is nice with the family. I'm gonna be working there too, recruiting agents from my town there, my little town where I come from. So it's gonna be amazing. But that cruise experience, it, you know, amazing, amazing. I see people that came back from that cruise with me, they crash in the business. So 100%, whoever they didn't go yet, they should go. It's amazing.
Good stuff. Hey, I want to shout out somebody on this call because they walk the walk and they talk the talk, right? We talk about agent attraction, and like I said, some people get on the call and they get off the call and they're inspired and they take action, and some people don't. And here's a guy who steps up. Our number one sponsor of the Global Alliance is Vincent from NYC, going up on the board there. My ChatGPT must have been drinking because my columns aren't straight, but the information's straight. So I just want to say shout out to you and for all the leaders who have been doing some agent attraction right now. We've got the fonts are getting smaller. When you're getting good at what you do, the fonts get smaller. When I first started, I would go ahead and put people up on the board, and the font would be like font 96. And then and you're winning because the font gets smaller, and you're like, I'm down to like 16 or 14 right now. So I want to celebrate everyone that's on that list. If you're on that, let's keep it rolling. Like, let me know how I can help. Right? If I like I said, Juan, just text me and let me know, hey, listen, Carlos didn't respond. I'm in for you. Okay. But yeah, man,
you
what
know what?
that represents is that you
Uh,
building some legacy. Go ahead.
get, get your people on this list, right? You getting on this list is one thing. When you see your people on the list, it's a even better thing. So go out there and support them, introduce them to people in your upline that they might not know. You know, if they're interested in growth, they need to have resources, and you're their resources.
Good stuff. All right, we're about to wrap up in just a minute here. Does anybody have any questions, concerns, ideas, anything they want to share before we head out? We're going to go once and twice and third. So we're going once, going twice. Last second, I see you biting your tongue. Just get it out. All right, sold. Go out there and work your business like your life depends on it, because it kind of does. I hope you guys have an incredible day. We'll talk to you soon. Take care, be well.
Take care, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Take care, be well.